Hey, what up, everybody? It's your boy Karna here. I'm back at it again. I just read So I'm a Spider, So What, Volume 13, and it was great. Alright? Or that's normally what I would say. But, I kind of ruined it for myself. Alright? I ruined it for myself because I got gaslighted, I got manipulated, I got bamboozled into thinking that Volume 13 would pick off from where Volume 6 left off, from where the anime left off, and we would see White explaining everything to the humans, the reincarnations, and we would see Potimas versus White versus Ariel. I thought that showdown was gonna happen this volume. I don't know why. I thought moves were gonna get made, but that was not the case, alright? Because I totally just got manipulated. I got gaslighted, alright? That's going to be the next volume, or so I hope. But let's talk about this volume, because at first I won't say disappointed, because this volume is good, alright? Would I say it's amazing? I don't know. It's really good, you know? I wouldn't give this like a 10 out of 10 volume, but it's good. But, because of my expectations, I definitely enjoyed it less. But nevertheless, I liked it. Alright, Volume 13, essentially everything that happened in the anime, the human side, we're essentially getting that. We're all caught up now. The timelines are all one. We're on the same, no 15 years before, 15 years in the future. We're in one timeline now. And, Volume 13 essentially covers what White and the demon people did leading up to the invasion in the elf, right, forest, and just leading up to that, the manipulation, the work that they did behind the scenes, what White has been working on, what their goals are, and there isn't a lot of new content to cover in this volume. We kind of find out, let's start with the first thing. So we find out that White and the demon kind they are still continuing with, killing humans and killing, demons, and they're also hunting monsters now, and they're hunting monsters so they can kind of collect the system's energy, and they are multitasking a lot of things. And again, we find out a little bit about White's, quote unquote 10th division, where she's the captain. People call it the information squad, but in reality they're just pretty strong, like misfits, right, that had nowhere to go, and they're part of her squad. They're strong. Their armor is made out of White's thread, so it's pretty much not breakable. Like even Ariel couldn't break White's thread, so that's how strong it is. And we find out a little bit about that. They're doing work, they're killing, they're manipulating, right? And we see that White is serious about getting rid of Potimas, right? And I just want to say, Potimas, in my opinion, is one of my favorite characters in So I'm a Spider, So What? Why? Because he's a menace. This man simply is like, fuck you to the gods, like, Blackie, right? Gilly, right? And even White and Ariel, like, Ariel's not a god, but White is, right? And he's like, come at me, like, I'm about to stomp you, right? When he gets killed, he's like, leave a message for White and Ariel, right? That I am coming, like, come at me, bro, like, what you gonna do? This man, Black Force energy, he does not care. Potimas is absolutely a Chad, right? He's such a dick, but he's a Chad, and, how can you not love his character? He's well written. Do I think they're gonna be able to kill Potimas? I feel like they done so much preparations, but Potimas is all ready, bro. Like, he's like, come at me. Like, he knew they were making moves. So I don't quite see Potimas being gone. I feel like they're gonna be able to shut down Potimas for a while. So maybe Potimas will fake his death or some shit, right? Logically, it would make sense if they got rid of Potimas, but I feel like at the same time, like, they shouldn't be able to get rid of Potimas despite having all this backup, because Potimas is just built different like that. So maybe they can get rid of all his like extra body parts or some shit, right? But that would be like all the extra elves or something. But yeah, personally, that's what I'm hoping for. That's like, I don't quite want Potimas gone. But if he does go in the next upcoming volumes, I want to see a grand battle where the reincarnations know that Potimas is evil, and I want to see like just fucked up, like kind of like the whole like Battleship and the Dragon Destroyer and the time when White became a god, right? Yeah, kind of like that type of situation where it's like chaotic and like maybe the church needs to get involved personally, but yeah, that's what I want to see. Anyway, I'm diverging from the volume. Anyway, that was one part of the volume. Second part was we see how like White has these, you've seen them, the mini spiders, and she again like amped them up, giving them more energy, and she spread them out everywhere, and she's like the top networking. White is so like she's working really hard right now, and all for Ariel too. Like White's not even like White wants to save the world, right? But like that's like a secondary cause to her. She's doing it because she likes Ariel, right? Anyway, we see her information networking, teleporting powers. She is just immensely useful, and they're gathering energy, but obviously it's not enough. They got to get rid of Potimas and then get a bunch more. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else there is. We get a little bit of Vampy. We get Vampy being a menace. I love Vampy. I want to see scenes where White cares more about Vampy. So maybe like Vampy's like near death experience. I don't know who the fuck would be able to do that, right? Maybe Potimas. Yeah, I reckon Potimas can. But yeah, Vampy near death, and then like White really freaks out, gets mad. Like I want to see something like that, right? Ariel, we see her getting a little regretful, because she's not that, like, she's making White do all this work. She's making Wrath and Vampy do all this work, and she's just like, I feel a little bad. Like, I feel like I'm so powerless, like, because White's doing so much, right? White's going in the system, White's teleporting, White's getting information. So yeah, we see that Ariel is a little sad, and she's sad that these reincarnations, who are not even like part of the problem, right? Or like we're not at fault, they have to clean up the mess. So Ariel's a little sad about that, but she's moving along with the plan. We see Wrath, who we don't see a lot of Wrath. Like personally, I love Wrath as well. And I want to see White also show more love for Wrath. She refers to him as Mr. Oni, but I want to see him, like, I want to see, like, White talk to Wrath more, right? More interaction between them, because I love Wrath as a character. He's a cool character, and he's just following command because he believes he has no right to like anything. Like he has massive guilt over how many people he's killed and whatever, and he knows, since he's maxed out on taboo, he knows, right? Because when he sleeps, when he wakes up, every moment, right, he just sees the word atone, right? Because he's maxed out on taboo, and he understands what the humans did, and he's like, yeah, like the world being fucked up is because of humans. That's why taboo level 10 tells you to atone, right? Because it's like your fault. And by the way, D doing that, like, kind of funny. And D herself, she seems like she's messing around, but she's calculated, bro. Like, I don't think she predicted that Kurumi would become a god, but at the same time, I could see that maybe she planned it all out, because, like, even with the world being destroyed, there's a way to save it, right? And it's, like, D fucking planned all this out. She's playing games, but it's kind of like a riddle, but, like, you can solve the riddle. And D is smart, and D has set up this game board that White needs to plan. And I do believe there's gonna be a better way than massacring, like, literally all the humans. Like, it's not gonna be all, but it's gonna be so many, right? I believe there's gonna be a better way, than that, but yeah. Anyway, we find out a little, I'll talk about that in a bit later. We find out that the reason why White killed the hero, she was trying to permanently get rid of the hero, because the hero is like the only force in existence that, even though Ariel is super powerful, the hero pretty much can borrow energy from the system, kind of like to make it a fair fight between him and the Demon Lord. So so no matter how strong the Demon Lord is, while she can kill the hero, if he's like hacked, like he can essentially be hacked, right? And like he can use energy from the system, and he's a threat, right? And he has this sword that's able to kill literally gods. Obviously, it wouldn't be able to kill someone like D, but Blackie, Gilly, and White, like the sword would apparently be able to kill him. And we see that he didn't use the sword when he was dying, right? Yeah, it's like the hero is a menace and the hero is a threat. And White, after killing, what she did was go to the system and get rid of the hero, right? Like, she tried to delete, like, because the system automatically assigns someone a hero. She tried to get rid of that and try to, like, not make anyone a hero. And, she tried to do that. She failed because the system's a lot more complicated than she thought. And yeah, another hero was chosen even after Julius's death. And Shun has this divine blessing thing that like kind of increases his meta luck. So he got that sword that was able to kill gods. He just got it coincidentally. Like, it's just like he has a lot of meta luck. And the fact that he was a hero, it's also sus to White. Like, did the system give that or did D give that? How did Shun become the hero, right? Even though there are qualifications for the hero, like being more pure and being thing, like Shun, while he fits that, it's a little sus. Like, White's a little sus about why Shun was a reincarnation, was chosen as the hero, right? With that being said, the whole hero business, essentially the hero takes out a lot of energy from the system, and obviously they're trying to collect energy, so taking out would hurt, right? So they're not trying to do that. So no. Anyway, next we kind of see, White's whole like manipulating behind the scene, kind of seen it. And apparently the reason that she kind of killed the king and like the other stuff is because they were already manipulated beforehand. So they themselves were already manipulated, and White just was like there's corruption, they're manipulated, might as well kill them. So that's part of her reason, right? But it's not necessarily like all that. She's just doing it for her goals. But yeah, she also killed all the manipulated, and it's pretty much Potimas. Potimas is the one manipulating them, right? Brainwashing them and stuff. But yeah, and we see Hugo being an absolute retard, and we see White trying to avoid killing reincarnations. We see Vampy, I kind of talked about Mr. Oni, but yeah, he's just like feels despair kind of, but like he's just doing his thing. I'm trying to think. A lot of this volume is just like what was happening from the demon side. So all the events played out the same, like Vampy attacking the group and all that. Oh, and here you go. So Shun, when he uses mercy, we kind of find out that to activate the system, you need these keys, and the keys are the 7 deadly sins and the 7 virtues, right? So White is trying to collect people that have these keys, and she already has about 6 of them, and she's trying to collect more. And he has mercy. Oka Sensei has charity or something like that, and yeah, she's just trying to collect. Potimas has like Templist or something like that. Sorry about that, but yeah, no, so Potimas has one, so most likely White won't get that, but yeah, she's trying to collect the keys, but it's not a big deal, but it would just make her work a lot easier if she had it to access the system. So yeah, we find out one of White's goal is also to collect the keys, and we also find out that White, while trying to avoid killing reincarnations, if they die, she's just like, oh shit, oh well, like she really isn't bothered by it, and she's only doing this because she respects Miss Oka, and again, like she has a fondness for Miss Oka because Miss Oka saved her life, right? And yeah, that's pretty much the volume. Next volume is going to be absolutely crazy if it picks up from, where it picks up. And I'm trying to see some crazy action, crazy thing. This volume was a little short, in my opinion. But, again, we love it. We love White. We love everything. And, yeah. So, have a good day. Thanks for listening if you listen this much. And, I was kind of all around the place. But, yeah, this volume isn't, too heavy on plot. But, yeah.